What's up, everybody? Welcome to the GameOverGreggy show. I'm one of your hosts, Greg Miller, alongside the producer / seducer, Nick Scarpino.
Hi, Greg.
How are you?
You
did a little bit of the Prince, but you didn't do the.
I didn't do the voice.
Thank you.
That's the voice.
You made my day.
That was really loud and
yeah, we came
boisterous
back from LA. Tim and I went down there for a day, which felt like when you do a production day and it starts at 4 o'clock in the morning and you get on a plane, it feels like 4 days.
Yeah.
So.
I know it.
It was fun though, man.
Yeah.
It was.
We
really
met a
cool.
girl that's dating. Well, we're not sure if she's dating, but she's seeing this guy that is Prince. Actually, he is Prince.
He's Prince or he's a Prince.
We met a diverse group of people yesterday at this game show that we did on Buzzer.
Yeah.
We did the Buzzer celebrity name game, and two of the girls that were a competing team, one of whom has a boyfriend who looks like a young Prince from like 1989 maybe.
So
88.
even Purple Rainish kind of.
Like definitely Purple Rain, like motorcycle, like the big ass Honda motorcycle. Everything's purple. Skin's perfect.
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect.
She described him as perfect.
Okay.
And then she showed us a picture, and Tim and I were like,
Yeah,
He's
I was like,
perfect.
That is
describe
the
him in
best word to
3
describe
words,
this
and
man.
her 3 words were literally just perfect. I'm like, that's 2 words. She's like, doesn't matter.
I don't need the third word.
Yeah.
Damn.
doesn't need it.
Okay,
And then
the
did you-
Pride of Long Island, Colin Moriarty.
Hello. I was just curious. Did you do the Prince sound for her when she said?
You know, I did not. I was a little tired toward the end of the day when she showed me the picture. And I was just like, I just want to get through this. It was a fun shoot, but after 9 hours of sitting and applauding, you don't want to do anything anymore.
Yeah.
Luckily, they had goldfish, Greg.
The cracker.
The cracker.
Oh, nice.
Of which I
get
ate
any
3
of them?
bags. Yeah.
Okay. Did you get any other real food or no?
Yeah, they had like a nice little spread for us.
They
It
had
was
a
nice.
craft services
I had
going
like
out
2 ravioli and some chicken. It was really good.
It was a
Okay.
thing.
I'm glad that you let your hair down and had some pasta.
Well, you got to keep up the energy, Greg.
Yeah.
If you want to
carbo loading.
if you want to bring
2
the
ravioli
fury.
to carbo load.
Me and Lance Armstrong, we subscribe to the same notion: steroids.
And over there, the pure one, Tim Gettys.
Hello. I never thought I'd be on a game show. I always wanted to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tim,
It
you,
was cool.
that's like the perfect environment for you, by the way.
It was great.
You
Oh, you
thrive.
can't tell us if you won, right? When's your episode?
Yeah,
go
we're
up?
not gonna spoil it, but I will say that me and Nick had a lot of fun, and we killed it.
did a good job.
We did
Did
good.
a fucking great job.
And
But you
it was-
lost.
We did. I'm not spoiling anything. I'm not. We might win. You should watch. And
Sorry,
find
I didn't
out.
mean to spoil it.
But it was great.
I heard they won.
Yeah, there's a lot of. I can say that we did win. At least some of it.
I can
Okay.
definitely say we're not losers.
Yeah, we're definitely not.
I can
losers.
say that
there
for-
were some
definitively.
losers.
You can
They weren't
definitively say
us.
that about them?
But yeah, no, it was really a fun experience. It was really cool, and it's really nerve wracking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Because
can
it's
only
like
imagine.
Yeah.
there's just an audience and shit, and you're playing a game, and it's like
Wait, there was like a live audience?
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
And it's like when you don't know an answer to something that you know you should know, you just
yeah, I got-
and you get really bad.
I
But it was
had-
awesome. Our topics were really perfect for us. We got lucky enough that 2 of our topics were
Oh, are you allowed to spoil this?
probably I mean, this isn't really spoiling anything.
All right,
It's
everybody
just
watch
like-
Buzzer Games whenever the hell this thing's on.
but like Disney characters and
Yeah.
YouTubers, and I'm like, we got this.
Yeah, it was
There's
pretty-
one
it was
thing I
pretty
know.
You
awesome.
didn't win that. Yeah.
Yeah,
You can
so-
go
We
that
wreck
was
shop
cool.
on both of those. It is fascinating though when if we're just sitting here like I don't get nervous with this podcast anymore. I did maybe the first like few episodes, but after a while you just kind of you work into it.
Yeah. You realize you're in a spare bedroom and nothing matters.
Yeah, and then Kevin came and it was like he laughs at everything I say anyway, so it gives me like the confidence to keep going on with my life instead
Yeah.
of just
There he is, giving the thumbs up.
there you go, Kevin. But when there's people, and the other thing is we have a lively like fun environment where like we just do stupid things. We throw things at Kevin. Kevin gets up. He's knocking Kevin. Like there's not a day that goes by that Kevin doesn't almost trip over something and end all of this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
It's very
But-
true. Every day he almost kills himself. in
Almost kills himself. But when you're in when they're trying to be as professional as possible, it is quiet in there.
Yeah.
And so you'll say something, and if no one laughs, it is like soul crushing. So when you're sitting there with your hand above a buzzer and they ask you the question, like a question that on any other Sunday that you would know the answer to, your brain goes gone.
Yeah.
And I'm just it taught me that I got to train a little bit more mentally for these competitions going into it, because my mental side of the game was not
The
acute.
mental side of the game was off, but no other side of Nick Scarpino was off. Let me tell you guys. Oh my
So
god.
his physical side
They
was
asked
on.
us what we do. They were like, "So, what's this kind of funny thing? What do you guys do?" And I think it was either me or you were like, "We're a Fast and Furious fan site.
fan site. We just come up with
specifically
fan
just talk about
fiction.
Fast and Furious."
That's all we do.
And the screen you guys are like, "Really?"
Yeah.
I'm like,
I honestly think that was the best joke made all day. Like that won the audience over. People were super into it. They're like, well, what? Because everyone else. That's the funny thing about YouTube is everyone's so humble about it and just like, oh, this is dumb. Like we just do this stupid thing. I don't know why it works, including us.
Yeah.
But whenever people are like, oh, what do you do? They're like, oh, we make comedy videos, I guess. And it's like, I was like, we can't do that, Nick. We can't be the same
yeah,
people.
Tim's over
going
in the
up
corner
there.
strategizing.
Yeah,
Of course,
like,
that's what he does.
Let's
He's
go
a
up there.
schemer.
We'll talk about. We rank Fast and Furious movies.
Yeah, that's pretty fun. Anyways, good day.
I will tell you that I was on a game show once.
Really?
there was a game show on Long Island for high school kids called the Long Island Challenge. And
Is this like Boy Meets World? That one episode?
I don't know that episode.
I
I'm sorry. I'm not quite as
The team of
encyclopedic.
3, right?
Here's
They
the
went
deal.
on like that.
Here's the deal. Before you tell the rest of the story, tell. Okay, I'm good because I'm remembering this for the animated show.
Okay.
It's like this is gonna be an episode.
You had
I
to
can
switch
tell.
on the remember.
I had to switch on
And-
the recorder.
I don't remember why. So Long Island Challenge is like a pretty.
Long Island
It's a pretty funny show. It's on like News. It's on News 12, and it's like high school kids like go and compete in these academic things. And I wasn't on that. We copied it.
Yeah.
I think it was a way to figure out who was going to go, to represent our school, Bellport High School. And I was on a team for the 9th graders, and we went against the 10th graders in like kind of a round robin kind of thing. And all I remember about it is that I did really well for my team, and that the final question that we won on was the answer was Slobodan Milosevic.
Did you
And
get
I was
that?
the one who got it.
No.
And I don't know if you guys
way.
remember him. He was like the Serbian president, and he was like tried by like the War Crimes Committee for like genocide against the Bosnians or whatever.
You remember this, Tim?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
very familiar.
It was
with this.
in the late
What was
90s.
his
it
name
was-
again, Tim?
Huh?
What was his name again? The name he got there?
Bangladesh.
Yes.
Yep, Bangladesh, who was tried for war crimes. But in the late 90s, that was the Serbian conflict, like Bosnia and all that was like a big deal. And so I remember getting that, and that was a really proud moment for me.
Would you win a trophy?
I don't even
Scholarship?
remember. I don't even remember. I don't remember anything else.
Mickey
I remember
D's?
being really nervous because we had to do it in an auditorium in front of the entire high school.
I would be. See, that's the other thing too. Is like I started after like 6 hours. I started stumbling over my words. So even like the name Christian Bale wasn't coming out right. I was like Christian Bale, and you're like, what?
This is the funny thing. I don't even think it's not spoiling it because it's game show.
You guys have already told us half the show, so
No,
just
but
tell us right
Did you win? Just tell us if you won.
There's so much to this show. But like one of the sections was literally this dude trying to get Nick to say Christian Bale. And he's like, it's Batman. And
That's
This
by
is,
the
like,
way.
the perfect
The only
question.
clue he gave me was this. He played Batman.
And then
I'm
Nick
like,
goes, oh, no, he just said Batman. And he go, Bruce Wayne. No. Michael Keaton. No. He's going. And he's like, no, the newest one.
And I'm
you
like,
were
Ben Affleck.
Yes.
Ben Affleck.
And he's
it
like,
was
no,
just-
the one right before that. And I was like, what? Who the fuck? And then my brain was like, it just kept coming back to Val Kilmer. And
Yeah,
I don't know why. I don't know why.
So he said Val Kilmer, and it just kept going. And then at some point, he's like, "Which one? Which one?" And he said the 99 Batman. He was talking about George Clooney, which is not 99. But he goes, the 99 one. And Nick thinks he says 89.
I thought he said
Nick
89.
gets
I was like,
fucking
Keaton.
furious.
I was like,
it's Keaton. Keaton is the 89 Batman.
He goes, 99. I'm like, yeah, 89. Wait, 99? I was like, oh, George Clooney. And he goes, yeah, ding, and it won.
It was so
And it was like,
funny.
but it was one of those where I was like, we should have passed on this question a really long time ago. But I was like, don't fucking pass on this.
Yeah,
I'm
we
getting
got
this.
this.
I cannot.
Yeah, you can't go on the
leave this
internet and get a
show
Batman
without
question wrong.
So I nailed all those, and we had a couple Avengers questions that it was one that was so easy, it stumped me.
The Avengers?
Yeah, it
Lay
was
on
one
me.
of. It's too easy. It's too easy.
Hawkeye.
It's
No.
not easy.
They
This
said
is a
this. They
confusing
said
one.
that it starts off with like, this guy's an actor. He's played the Hulk.
Oh, well, I just fucked up. It could have been a million different questions.
That's the problem.
Eric
so
Bana.
no, that's the fucking problem. I hit it. My brain immediately was like this. It's gotta be Ed Norton. Gotta be Ed Norton. Because that's fucking relevant today. Mark Ruffalo is gonna be
Who's
in
starring
several
in a
movies as the
Batman or
Hulk.
starring in an Avengers movie
It's
right now.
currently out, almost in theaters. Actually, probably when does it come out? This weekend?
It's out in theaters.
It's out in theaters now. And so the girl opposite goes, Mark, and then we stare at each other because I'm like this. It's clearly Mark Bana. That's not his name.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there looking at Nick. I'm like, I see him crumbling. I see
I'm
all
like,
this happening.
No.
And
I'm like, if I
fucking
lose this
Ruffalo,
question, I
dude.
have to quit everything I do and go be an accountant.
Yeah.
And then it popped. I was like, I backed into it. I was like this. It's sort of like a chip. It's not a Dorito. It's a Ruffle. It's a Ruffalo. Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah.
But it was like 5 minutes. They're
Yeah.
like, the judge is like, is one of you fucking assholes gonna answer?
It was great, man. It was
Your
a
brain
real
just
fun
doesn't
experience.
work, man. And then all this fun, quippy repart, like all the rapport that we have, out the window. 'Cause
Yeah.
You're like in it to win it.
Yeah.
You're like in a circle. There's a light on you, and you're like, okay, this person is a Disney princess. She may not wear panties. And you're like, Rapunzel, great.
Yeah,
You know, like,
exactly. There was some moments though, like there was some real genuine, like Tim and Nick, this show moments where it's like there was some Fast and Furious characters that came up and stuff, and like it was just like Fast and Furious, and like Nick the Rock was one of them. And instead of saying WWE Superstar into that, it was just like minigun at the end of Furious 7.
I was like, this guy had a minigun at the end of Furious 7, and he kept shooting at a helicopter, and he get one shot. And Tim's like, Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
It was
It's
good.
pretty. Fun.
I can't wait to watch.
You
this.
guys have to do it next time.
It's Buzzer
Yeah.
Games.
It's Buzzer Games. Buzzr. There's
Yeah.
no E.
I don't know how good I'd be at it because it seems like it's a
No.
lot of pop culture, and I don't
It's-
know if I'd be
but
very
it's
good at
that's
it.
the
That's just
difference is
topics,
that
man.
it's not. It's called Celebrity Name Game. It's not well named because it is people, places, and things. The celebrity portion is they give you a celebrity to be on your team. So literally one of the answers was
And you guys had Mark Ruffalo.
No, we didn't have. That would have been amazing. We actually had Scarlett Johansson. Have you heard of her?
Come on, Nick.
But one of our topics was like something about books, and I was just like, "Fuck my."
It was like famous literary characters that have been turned into movies. It's all like pop culture. But
It-
then there was
it
another one that was
got
like this.
bad.
These are things you have in your backyard. And
Gnomes.
then so it was like this. You jump on this.
Trampoline.
This is the thing that you walk on with a lawnmower.
Grass.
Yeah. So it's some of them were easy, and then one of them was memes, and it was like,
Oh, it was the most impossible
Impossible.
thing in the world. Like one of
how do
them
you
was.
describe a fucking meme?
So you know
what I
the
mean?
dog meme, the Doge.
Yeah.
Was DOGE.
Yeah.
That was it.
Why didn't you say such amazing?
We
much
didn't
win.
do it. We
Okay.
watched two people just fucking crashing.
Yeah,
Yeah, they crashed.
I think I could do. I do a lot of Reddit.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's not about you doing it. It's about you explaining to Nick what, like, trying to
well,
get him
Nick,
to
I
say
would be lost.
Doge.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah.
Right? Or troll face. It ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like, this is not happening.
I feel like
Tub
we're
girl.
spoiling the entire season. We should probably stop talking about this.
That's not gonna
They
spoil it.
love the
People
fact that we're
excited. They're gonna wanna
sending all
watch
these
it.
people over
No,
to
it was
youtube.com/buzzer.
fun. And it was cool. And it's one of those things where I was like, oh, this is gonna. We showed up and it was super pro. They had a great crew. And I'm like, oh, this is interesting. I'm like, I don't usually watch game shows, but when I just got into it. We got into it.
Yeah, I will
It
tell
went
you
from
guys.
being like, we got up super early to this. Like Tim looks at me, he's like, we need to win this.
Yeah.
And I was like, that makes me scared. Or that makes me more scared when you're talking.
Scared
to me.
her.
Yeah, I mean, it was a scarier situation for sure. But I will say, you should even watch the episodes of the season that we're not in
'Cause we're in the background.
we're still in the background. And man, there's a motto on this channel: talk shit, get shot.
Yeah.
Our channel.
We're talking shit.
We
Yeah,
deserve to get shot for the
Yeah.
shit that we were.
Why are we
talking.
talking shit? You're
We were
supposed to be
talking so
nice.
much
Fun.
shit because it was me and Nick. We were making friends, and like there was other people in front of us that we could talk about, so we did.
Also, I need everyone to watch every episode and see if you can actually catch me winking to the jib.
Okay, that's why I brought this like a lot of this up was the fact that Nick was saying he's off. Nick was not off. Nick was on because every time the jib went up, Nick looks straight at it and just winks. And I'm like,
Give him a
God
wink.
damn
If
it.
there's one thing Nick knows how to do, it's be a cute little winker.
Oh, he's good.
You want to see it, Greg?
Yeah. Well, you now show it to the camera. Now
I already
turn.
did it to the camera like
Oh.
5 times. when
Well,
we were
you do
talking.
it. That's all you do on this show. I like to think. Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know, this show is the Game Over Greggy Show. Each and every week, 4, sometimes 5 best friends gather on this table, each bringing a random topic of discussion for your amusement. If you like that, you can get the show early each and every Friday over at patreon.com/kindafunny. But if you don't want to give us any money, no big deal. You can go to youtube.com/kindafunny and get it broken out topic by topic, day by day, until we post the entire thing as an MP3 and video on the following Friday. Gentlemen, are you ready for a real show? I missed you guys. I'm glad you're back. I'm
Yeah,
glad-
I missed you too.
It feels like it's been a long time.
I won't lie to you. There was some talk yesterday from the 3 of us about succeeding. Just going away. Seceding from the union. We were better.
We were,
Succeeding.
I
I
was
was
gonna
like-
say we're succeeding. Or
I
we're
know.
succeeding.
I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
fucking flubbed the word, Colin. Go ahead and punch me in my fat fucking head.
God, I want to every day. You have no idea.
Colin, why do you start?
I will tell you that me and Nick were at the YouTube Space LA yesterday with Smosh.
Yeah.
And we also were planning a rebellion of where we leave.
Okay, good.
Now, parts of that are true and parts of that are not.
Sure.
Smosh was there. We were not talking to them, but they were there.
We did talk to the Meg 64 guys though.
And
Yeah,
they're
did-
fucking
They're
awesome.
really
Did
awesome.
you tell them
guys.
we're going to be chilling at MomoCon together? Because they're going to
No,
MomoCon.
we
Yeah.
didn't. Yeah, we'll be fine.
Way to fuck it up.
We
We
got
talked-
it. We got
Rocco
it.
hates
I
it.
may or may not have called you both hacks on the exclusive
pretty
episode
hack-worthy.
of the Game Over Greggy show. And the
Oh,
reason
available
was
right now at
because we
patreon.com/kindafunny.
did the Game Over Greggy show, by the way, exclusive by sitting in your chairs and looking at each other.
Oh, I love
And I was
that.
like, these fucking hacks have been acting like these seats aren't way better than our seats. I have to like.
Oh, yes, I love this.
Oh no,
This is
I've said it
well
before and I've said it again. You're in the hardest. You two are in the hardest seats by far. You have to shut. Actually, Greg, you just kind of you lean this way and then look.
You like that?
So the mic's always there, but you're always
I'm a
one that
pro.
has to move the most. So
Well, I
always
like
feel bad
to
for you.
acknowledge. I don't like to
Yeah.
talk at one person if we're having a conversation. It's rude.
Yeah, but mine's easy. I
Yeah,
just
it's
move my
easy.
eyes.
It's just like a-
and then wink to the camera.
We're good.
So this question comes from Shahar, who supports us on
Oh.
patreon.com/kindafunny. Shahar submitted a question which we will be discussing right now, and this one's been in the hopper for a minute or two. And Shahar
Been maturing.
and
Like a fine
Shahar
wine.
asks the following: please create an agreed upon ranking of all kind of funny beards. Your beard counts as a negative beard and can be part of the ranking. This is what Shahar, and I assume Shahar is a man.
Yes, that's correct. That's correct.
Is talking about Greg with that because Greg doesn't have a beard.
I'm Portillo.
I leave the ranking parameters otherwise up to you. So there are 4 of us in Kind of Fun. Well, there's 5 of us in Kind of Funny. 6 of us include Portillo. Kevin doesn't count because no one knows what he looks like. But Kevin does have a beard.
Does he have a beard?
Kevin does have a beard. I will confirm that Kevin has a
Shit,
beard.
now you're knocking guess who people down.
Call that a beard. That's more of like I've been stuck in a Peruvian prison for a while and no
Yeah.
one's giving me a razor because
Yeah,
that might cut my jugular open and end this whole nightmare.
He does have a thing, going on, like he's a high school kid who drew it on.
Oh, they're being mean. I think it looks. It's
We're fucking around, Kevin. We love you.
So the parameters that Shahar noted are up to us. Other than that fact that Greg has to be included, even though Greg doesn't grow.
So
facial hair.
I'm last. I'm ranked dead last.
Yeah,
Period.
you're a real piece of shit. And I'm gonna
Thank
tell
you.
you. I'm gonna tell you one other thing. And by the way, the you're a real piece of shit thing is
Yeah.
a Nate Ahern special. He says that to me every time I see
Oh, he says that to me all the time too.
I'm like,
I
that,
haven't seen him in like 6 months. We'll have one drink. He's like, you know what, Scarpino, you're a good guy, but you're a real piece of shit.
No, so here's the thing, though. Him talking about the ranking, and the ranking's up to us. So this doesn't mean you're dead last. It could mean you're first if we don't like beards.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing is that a beard that is not good could be worse and is worse than a clean shaven Greg, right?
Yeah,
I
it's
see
like
what you're
when
saying.
Greg decides to let it go. Like he has 2 days. On the first day, it's Greg's a little overworked, and on the second day, it's that kid just drew a beard onto himself.
Let me see. Let me touch your face.
shaved
Now
this
you
morning.
this morning. So
No,
you
I didn't shave.
No,
You
I
have
didn't
a
shave
you
this
have
morning.
a, you have a
shave this
legit beard though. You could grow it.
I
You
know.
can feel it, dude. You can feel it. See, like when
But
my
this
hair.
is again. This is a day. This is a day.
Yeah, but when I shave my facial hair, which I haven't done in a long time now,
Good.
it never feels like that.
Yeah.
Ever feels like that because it's a little more sparse. You have more thickness.
Okay. Okay.
And I don't think you're giving yourself credit. I'd be interested to see what it looks like. Now, I think
why not?
I think that I would place myself behind Nick and Tim.
I want to say something about this. I feel like
I feel like it's gonna tear the group apart.
no. I mean, I feel like there's not even a real question here as to if we're talking the scale of 1 to 10 of no beard and beard. Greg is definitely on the 1. Nick is definitely on the 10.
Yeah, you have a
But it's
fan.
not what we're doing. We're doing a ranking. We're not making a spectrum.
Well, it's up to us how we rank it.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of different things here, but what I'm saying is it's like if there's a yes and a no, we know what those answers are.
Okay,
So I think
sure.
where me and Colin falls into that's a little different.
You're saying the polar sides are easy because Greg chooses not to have a beard, so by definition his beard is.
I
not
choose
good.
not to run.
Yeah.
And my beard, it looks somewhere.
Your beard chose you.
Yeah, my beard looks like it actually controls me, and it might be hiding a gun.
Your
and
beard's
or some
fantastic.
Contraband
It's
inside of
fantastic.
it.
I barely can. I've known you for a very long time. I can barely see you in my mind's eye without the beard.
I don't think I'll ever be without the beard.
I kind of feel the same way at this point, which is really
I
weird.
like it.
So wait, can we add a Patreon goal at $35,000? You'll shave the beard.
Sure.
No,
Can I grow it right?
Don't.
back?
we're gonna shave
Yeah,
the beard.
No,
at
I
some
want what
point.
Harley had. I want to get paid by freaking Schick to shave my beard. I
Can
don't know
you
what
set
he
a
got.
realistic goal for us to go with?
I can't.
Which
dream.
for some in this world is $35,000, which is way too much money.
You can
Very
put that- you can
realistic.
Put it on. It's fine.
If we record Taco and Bell, the live action detective
doing mustache.
series, we are both shaving our beards and just keeping mustaches
Yeah.
just for that.
Okay.
Yeah, I would put personally. I put Nick first. It's a robust beard. It's a manly beard. It could be many different kinds of beard. It could be a Viking beard. It could be, kind of a more Braveheart beard. It could be a colonial beard. There's a lot of different kinds of beards that this beard can morph into.
Yeah,
There's a lot of when you have hair that thick. It's the world is your oyster.
Thank you. Thank you.
I
Respect that.
Tim's beard is fuller than mine, and I feel like a little better kempt. He cuts down around the neck. I don't like doing that because I'm afraid. What I'm afraid of doing is, first of all, I don't think it looks that bad on me, that bad, and I'm afraid that if I
nick your
if
jugular.
I'm afraid if like it's uneven before you know it, you're up here, and then you're like, fuck, I gotta
So
shave it.
that leads me to my issue of why I would potentially put you above me
Yeah.
on the in between, and that is the fact that I'm really, really bad at upkeeping this motherfucker. A couple days ago,
you had an
I had
amazing
a
amount of
goddamn
growth.
beard,
But it looked cool.
Yeah.
and I liked it.
See-
it was reaching the point where it was a little too much.
You were looking like a teddy bear.
But I was just like, well, because here's the thing: if I fluffed it out, I was teddy bear.
Yeah.
If I was like trying to like push it down and like present it well, I liked where it was.
You weren't fooling anybody.
but it needed to be like cleaned up a bit.
'Kay.
But I didn't know how to clean it. So that's my problem. So then I went and I tried to clean it.
And
Did you
then
get some
change
there?
a little
And
bit.
I did it, and I was like, oh, well, now I got a symmetry. Oh, cut a little too much here. Oh, I need to keep going. And the next thing you know, now I'm back to this. I'm just like, well, I just fucked up. Kevin, can you please put my picture? Actually, forget that. You don't need to do that. Go to Instagram.com/Tim Gettys. Look me up on Instagram. There's pictures of me with the full beard.
Is that the one where you're wearing for no reason a black wife beater like tank top?
It's not for no reason. It's what I wear at night.
Also asked him
But
how
you're
to
staring
use
into the
Instagram.
camera like you're Nick Carter.
Tweet at Instagram. No, tweet. No, actually tweet at Instagram and say, hey, I heard Tim Gettys knows how to use you. He won't tell us. What's up with that?
I obviously don't because I just directed someone to Instagram.com/Tim Gettys.
That works. That
Yeah, it
takes you
works,
there.
but that's weird as shit. No
People
one uses it on
understand how a
desktop.
username works.
Look for Tim Gettys.
Here's what I'm saying about it, though, is the fact that in the rankings, in the runoff between Nick and Tim, like don't get me wrong, Nick's got the fullest of the beards, but his beard is scary. It is scary, intimidating.
Is it scary?
Yeah, because it's always doing this thing
touch
right
it.
now. I know I can, but it's doing this thing like like his gets to be the teddy bear if it gets all
Yeah.
fluffed up, but yours is just always like you have this triangle here that looks like it's making a move to your eye. Like
Yeah.
it's at any
Yeah, it
it
might
could
take it over.
It could overcome your entire face.
Werewolf. It's like a werewolf.
How do you trim yours and keep
I
it
do.
in line? Or?
So what I learned a little bit, unfortunately, later on with the beard process is that you have to kind of treat your beard like you would treat your head of hair. You can't like some people, if it's really thick, can do a uniform trim on it. Like right there, that's why you take a Norelco beard shaver, you put it down to like whatever quarter of an inch, you do it all around. What happens with me though is that certain parts of it grow in less thick. Like this is super thick, this is less thick. So if I do that, it looks like there's no beard here and still stuff here. I actually have to take it and trim the beard with, like they would, the sides of your head, and then keep the length here so it kind of points downward a little bit. But what I was going to say about Colin's is, Colin might get a couple extra points in my book because cool natural beards that don't have to go down. Like if I let this go, it'll go. There'll be hair.
It'll merge.
It'll be like Pangea, just one consonant.
Oh, good reference.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I have to keep everything separate in its own little place, geographically speaking, and I have to do that. And you'll see, like, this looks gross. Like I need to shave this down here.
I mean,
That's
it
the problem.
happens. It's hard,
a lot
man.
of-
The upkeep on that sucks.
So you get extra. I'm gonna put Colin a little ahead of you on that one because yours, if it gets thick, it always looks good because there's no extra here. This looks like, I've been wearing the same suit for like 5 days straight, but I'm
Probably
changing the
shadow.
tie.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
this guy's not. Is that the same socks he's been wearing for the last 6 months? So I'm gonna go. I'll go Greg at the bottom of the beard spectrum because
Yeah.
you just choose on again.
Right.
You choose on
Somebody.
partake.
We can't all be the cliche San Franciscan guy.
Yeah, Kevin.
Cliche.
I'll put probably Tim next, then Colin, then me, but then Portillo because by definition he is 100% beard. There's no part of his
yeah,
body
but
that's not
I
beard.
still think your beard's nicer.
No, have you felt him? He's got puppy hair.
Yeah, but have you felt your
Now,
beard?
here's the X factor. I want to throw this in. It's a little, it's going to defeat me maybe in my own ranking, but Cheryl notes that there's a fine line with my beard, and Greg has noted this in another way on the spectrum in the past. There's a point where, and I haven't grown my beard from the embryonic stage since October, but there's a point where I look homeless.
Yeah.
And then you have to work your way through it.
You gotta go.
And
power
then
through.
it goes too far, and this is what Cheryl always points out. My beard, because it's a little more scraggly and not as thick as yours, starts to look, as she defines it, pubic. And it's at this point that I have to shave it back down.
Yeah.
Right now, my hair and my beard are the same length.
And they look on point right now.
Thank you.
This is the best Colin look.
Thank
You're
you.
good.
And it's complicated because I'm so cheap that I don't even want to buy a beard trimmer.
Yeah.
Because who knows when kind of funny is just going to blow up.
Right.
So
In the bad way.
In the bad
in a
way,
bad
yeah.
way. Yeah. Not
Any week now.
And so I just use my normal hair trimmer and I trim like my whole head and my face, and then I will just take the clip off and just do it very like
Yeah.
over it.
That's
and
kind of what
just
I do a
hope-
little bit too.
Hope to God that I don't nick it anywhere where I have to
Yeah.
just like shave the entire thing off.
Yeah.
So, I would rank them, I would inverse the rankings. I respect Tim's beard more than my own, I think. I would say from top to bottom, Nick, Tim, me, and Greg. The thing is that I would be interested in what Greg's beard would look like. And if Greg might look like a scary monster with a beard, or if he might look like kind of a professional young man with a beard, it's just weird because I've seen Greg in a lot of different ways, right? Greg's lost a lot of weight. Right, Greg's not as fat as he used to be at all. In fact, he's probably very svelte and skinny now. It's funny how that works when you eat a lot of broccoli. So,
Broccoli has always been my third favorite food. I don't understand.
But I wonder
will
what
not
he would
have
look
this
like with a
attack.
beard. I'm curious. It's almost like you want to watch Forensic Files when they have the guy with the clay and he makes
yeah.
the face of what the guy
Yeah.
might look like in 20 years.
Yeah.
You almost want someone to hypothetically show you how
I could do
Greg
that.
would
I
look.
bet there's people in our audience that know that technology.
I put you on the spot. I can do the same. So at 35, you have to shave your beard. At 30, I have to grow a beard for.
But how long do you keep it for?
well,
'Cause
see,
my
that's,
thing
the
is if I
problem
shave
is you
my
never
beard-
know what's gonna happen. Is there?
Right.
Do I have to go be in a movie? You don't know.
No,
Maybe
I,
gotta
I
go
you know what?
shave
I'm
my
going to
movie.
guarantee you that's not going to happen. So that's something you can just check off your list.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about that.
This is hard. It's a hard thing because I feel like I have a good pretty boy beard. You know what I mean? If you're going for the pretty boy look, then I feel like it needs to be shorter and it needs to be a little bit more like you need to clean here and clean here in order to keep that thing going.
Sure.
Because I'm not so much of the lumber sexual look.
Yeah.
I'll borrow bits and pieces.
Yeah,
of
you
the
do borrow bits
of the
and pieces
different
looking at
different
you.
looks. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I think I'm pretty stereotypical pretty boy SF with inspirations of urban and lumbersexual.
Okay.
So because of that, if we're ranking beards with the lumbersexual as the ranking,
like the Brawny Man.
huh?
What?
Yeah. Yeah, like if Brawny Man is the 10,
Yeah.
then I'm not doing too well.
Okay.
But otherwise, I think my beard's good for what I'm going for, which sounds
okay.
like a different ranking
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the list. Which I think Colin might fit into my thing a little bit more too, because you're never gonna let that thing get crazy.
No, I
And
can't.
now,
I can't.
I will say that it isn't so much a 1 to 10 thing because I think we all have pretty good beards. We're on the good side of things. But then there's a lot of my friends grow beards. I'm like, you need to stop. This shit does not look good.
Kieran does this.
Not who?
Kieran.
Curran.
Yeah.
No, that motherfucker couldn't grow facial hair if he tried. Him and Alfredo. Ooh, Alfredo. Poor Alfredo.
He just gets like a couple washes of
it's
it.
like he just
and
gets
then it
like.
falls out.
I mean, Alfredo didn't need to shave until like 3 years ago. It's like so funny, but yeah, that'd be so bad. Alfredo with a beard would be disgusting.
Yeah.
But a lot of other friends that like have the capability to grow hair on their face probably shouldn't. And I suggest they stop.
Okay. Thank you for your topic, Shahar. Thank you for your support. Of course,
Yeah,
if you
thank
want
you so
your
much.
topic read, go to patreon.com/kindoffunny. Throw us a few bones. You get in there.